on this edition of On Duty. Join us as we visit the Public Safety Open House. All this and more next on Duty.
Well, welcome to this special edition of On Duty. I'm Officer Dave Johnson with the Elk Grove Village Police Department. Today finds us at the Fire Open House. It's a little cold, a little windy, but that didn't stop our residents from coming out. Check it out.
Hi, good afternoon and welcome to the annual Public Safety Open House for Elk Grove Village Fire and Police Departments. We've got a wonderful day. The rain has stopped, so people are coming out to see what we've got in the line of fire equipment and what's happening with our personnel here. We've got demonstrations from our technical rescue team, our water rescue team, our hazardous materials team, as well as some fire suppression demonstrations. The police department's out here to demonstrate their canines and some of their police rescue vehicles. We've got terrific support from our vendors this year. Frederickson Fire Equipment has brought out the fire extinguishers and doing fire extinguisher training. We've got the Home Depot is out here to provide some support with smoke detectors and fire extinguisher information, as well as light bulbs that they're passing out. NICOR is here with some public safety announcements from NICOR. The Salvation Army is here providing beverages and snacks for folks today. It's actually a wonderful day. The trailer behind us here, we're doing live fire sprinkler demonstrations. That's provided by the Northern Illinois Fire Sprinkler Association. The best thing that we can do as the fire department is educate people on how to prevent fires, and that's what today's all about. We want people to see what our response capabilities are, but we also want to educate the people on how we can prevent those fires from happening. Now, that's a good portion of what we're doing here today. We've got some CPR training that's happening inside the building. I've got the kids going down the fire pole, sliding there and seeing our fires and putting out some pretend fires here with water. It's just a great day, and we really appreciate the support from the community coming out to see what this is all about. So thanks very much for being here.
Hi, I'm Samantha with NICOR Gas, and we're giving out the free energy saving kits. And what that is part of the energy efficiency program, and it'll help you save some money on your gas and on your gas bill and water bill. So what comes in the kit are you'll get 2 shower heads, 2 bathroom faucet aerators, and a kitchen aerator, and it's completely free. All we do is verify that you have a NICOR gas account. We also give out rebates for furnaces, boilers, and smart thermostats. Be sure to stop by our table.
Hi, I'm Sherry, and this is Patrick. We're with Northwest Central Dispatch Systems, and we're trying to just educate the public on calling 911. Our table is more geared towards kids, trying to teach them how to dial 911 and, learning their address. And then we just give them incentive, for doing it. We have magnets for them to learn. These are always the first 3 questions we'll ask anybody when they call 911. What's the address of the emergency? What's the phone number you're calling from? And tell me exactly what happened. We're just trying to put a little bit of a face behind the voice so people understand when they call 911 what they're calling for, or who they're calling, and that we're not actually going to calls, but we're sending the right people, either the paramedics or the police or the fire department.
Good morning. My name is Donna Romero, and this is Nancy Magala. We are members of the Elk Grove Village CERT team. CERT has been around for the past 9 years, and we prepare for emergency disasters, and whether they are man-made or natural. It's a 20-hour class, and we learn things such as animal response team, mass care shelter, light search and rescue,
First aid?
Yeah, medical operations.
Go ahead.
And we'd love to have more people join. again, the community is only as strong as each individual, and when we come together as a team, we can help each other out in times of disasters.
We also offer the Friends and Family pamphlets. We have courses in Elk Grove, and we have the Emergency Preparedness pamphlet to help everybody out. We all know how our winters are. And that's about all we can think of to say.
How you doing? Back way. If the child turns blue, all of a sudden you're unconscious, you need to start CPR. Compressions, and two, that's the difference between a baby that uses 2 fingers, a child, 1 hand, adult, 2 sides. Same thing with adult. And for yourself, if you're choking on something, find a chair. Get yourself over a chair. Use the diaphragm to push the food out and spit it out. You know what I'm saying? You have the sheet there. We have free classes. Come take the well, they're not free. Come take the classes. They're small fee at any time, okay? So this is training for you guys, not the kids. They're too small. They're not ready. Oh, look at that. Any questions?
Hello, my name is Clint Coons. I'm a battalion chief with the Elk Grove Village Fire Department. On this table we have some trinkets for promoting our fire department and some information on some carbon dioxide, monoxide detectors and smoke detectors. Information on when to change the batteries for your smoke detectors and some escape routes and information for the kids and the family to practice their escape routes from the house. The kids come up here, they ask for information, some coloring books, and get some badges and some trinkets so they understand what we do and how we're here to help them and stuff. So.
All right, so today I'm demonstrating our air packs essentially. We have our structural firefighting air pack right here. It's rated for 30 minutes. Any kind of firefighting operation will mostly be using this bottle. This bottle over here, it's an hour bottle, a little bit bigger. You're not going to be using it for structural firefighting most of the time. It's more for hazmat situations, anything where we could be in an IDLH environment, toxic gases, anything like that, where we can move around and just not breathe any air that could be cancerous to us or dangerous for that matter.
Ready to try it,
Base of the fire. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it. There you go. Steady ones. Oh, look at that. Good job. Yeah.
So I'm Nick Yossi. I'm a firefighter paramedic here with Elk Grove. I'm also on the dive team as well. Here we got our mannequin demonstrating our dive equipment. So here we have our dry suit, and then we also have our air pack as well. So this is what we call a full face mask piece. We have a communication unit on here as well, so we can talk with the diver. We also have a backup breathing device as well called an octopus. And basically how the diver breathes off of here is we have what's called a surface supplied line, and it runs to runs to air tanks on the trailer, so that this person can basically run on unlimited air. But we also have the 2 tanks as well on the back. So the 2 tanks on here are basically going to be our reserve air in case for some reason the surface supplied line gets severed. Or if any kind of difficulties occur within this unit here. Each diver that we have on here has to wear a weight-rated harness so that we can pull that person in anytime if, say, they're in trouble or maybe they found a person and they need to get pulled to the surface. We also have to make sure for safety that each diver has at least 2 to 3 cutting devices. So we have a knife here, scissors, and then also another knife up here as well. And then this unit that this mannequin is wearing here is what we call a BCD, or a buoyancy control device. So what we're able to do is add and release air within this vest so that we can control our buoyancy underwater. And then we also have weights that are strategically placed on the back of the pack here and also on the BCD as well, so that we can control being able to stay underwater, control our buoyancy, being able to hover and search underwater as well. And then the other thing we have here as well is another buoyancy device where we can add air here to the suit to control our buoyancy. And then this device here, we can release air from the suit, because as we go deeper and as we rise to the surface, we compress and expand air, so we have to be able to release and add air at any time. So over here with the surface supplied line, it runs into our communication device so that somebody on shore can actually they can actually tend the line, and they can talk to the diver underwater. But if for some reason communications are ever severed, we can actually still communicate with the diver with line pulls that are coordinated between the diver and the tender as well. So there's always a backup to the backup with anything that we do in dive for safety reasons. And other than that, that's about it.
So what we're going to show right now is we're going to show how quick a smoke detector will go off due to actually smelling the smoke itself. When the smoke detector goes on, what we want to do is we want to get out of the house, we want to stay out of the house. We want to have a meeting place, particularly somewhere away from that building that is actually on fire. Next door neighbor's house, mailbox, somewhere that you can tell the fire department how many people are inside that building. So right now we see the flames going up just like a candle. It wants to go up, find out where the heat is at. You're going to start seeing smoke levels bank down. Now the smoke detector's gone out. That is our warning to get out and stay out. We have a head on our sprinkler up there. It goes off at 250 degrees, which is actually very low compared to most sprinkler heads. Residential sprinkler heads will be able to put out most of these fires within seconds. As you see, the sprinkler head is popped. We do have an alarm that is also making an audible sound, letting us know that that sprinkler head has gone out. And right now our fire is completely out under a 10 to 15 second basis. We would like to thank the Northern Illinois Sprinkler Association for letting us have this demo. We can redo it constantly to show the kids the effectiveness of home sprinkler systems.